we have to realize that regardless of the outcome of this fucking election, there is going to be violence, potential violence, very real violence carried out against black men, women, and children, more than usual. Because if Trump wins, that brings about a violent America. We've already seen that. If he loses, then the meltdown from white people is going to be insane, because they will not accept that he is lost to a black woman, which means violence will also come out of that. And while y'all are out here moral grandstanding and fucking doing these purity tests, at the end of the day, this shit will not affect us. The outcome of the election will not it will not carry the weight of violence that it will carry out against black people.
Racial tensions towards Jacob sparked Jacob's trouble. I want to give all the honor, glory, and praise to YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, QADASH. Double honors to the elders at Great Millstone, taught me this truth. Sing honors to the elect. Peace and blessed to the 1/3, and confusion of faces in the four corners of the earth. Shalom. You saw the video at the beginning, and when you're talking about the presidency right now, the candidates, the lesser of two evils, which have always been concerning for Jake, for the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, point blank period. If Trump doesn't win this election, Esau is going to be in an uproar, especially with the assassination attempt. Now, if Trump does win the election, you already know how Esau was displaying his true colors to you. People, let me remind you, Trump had rallies where he said, beat him up, drag him out, and he said something to the extent like, and I'll bail you out of jail. We're talking about he's inciting violence. I mean, you notice what influence he had. Look at what happened January 6th. People lost I think someone lost their life. People got arrested. That was to overthrow the government. And that's why the Constitution was created. The Constitution was created so that the government cannot have absolute power over the public. But as you can see right now, trust me, we're living in a fascist state that's being disguised under democracy. But nonetheless, the reason why I wanted to speak on this, because the dude at the beginning of the video is not lying. It does not matter who is going to be running. It's just going to be a lot of racial tension towards Jake. And it's like in a world where you have no control of the environment, the society around you. And what happened? People lash out, and they'll lash out on others. What do you think Esau going to do? He going to lash out on you, Jake. They already look at you as the scum of the earth. You're the dregs of the barrel. You're the gum beneath their feet. Look at our women. They sexualize them. Look at us as a whole nation. We hate each other. All this is curses. Understand, talking about the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American. But that's just another excuse for them to say, look at them. Yeah, let's get rid of them. We don't need them. We don't want them. They're disgusting. Even though the Lord said in the Bible that you lay a stumbling block to your brother, and the Lord even say that you are the accuser of thy brother, because the society we live in is not for us, it's against us. But nonetheless, here goes this article. It says, we should remove blacks from this planet. White students sent messages fantasizing about eliminating African Americans, while school leaders turned a blind eye and ignored rampant racism, lawsuit says. This was published August 15, 2024. This year, y'all. Let's not act like America was built off of free trade. I always say that. Understand, you are not desired. You are not desired, and they wish for you to expire. This is Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1 through 3. gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired. Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you. Salakia. Seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. So the reason why I brought out Zephaniah 2, verse 1 through 3, the purpose is, Lord, the whole focal point is gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired. That's the point. Who do you think the Lord's talking to? So-called Negro Latinos and Native Americans. We're that nation that's not desired. We're the people at the bottom of the barrel. And once again, we are the only people on earth that fit these curses. So the Lord's telling you to come back to him. Who is the meek of the earth? That's us. It says nation. It didn't say all. So when you read in Matthew, even when it says the meek shall inherit the earth, well, the New Testament, because all, the prophets say the same thing, the disciples. The meek is talking about the elect of Israel. Okay? Another article. I'm not going to make this long. This is wicked. All this is from the Atlanta Black Star, and I actually do like this website. And we're not black, we're different shades of brown. All right, there's people over there in East India. You can clearly look at them with a red dot on their forehead, and they're as dark as Wesley Snipes. So black is not a freaking ethnicity nor nationality. Lego. And this is wicked. Airbnb rental removed from website after black woman, Judahite woman, finds hanging monkeys and cotton as decor, video shows. And you know what this goes back to? This goes back to that perpetual hatred that Esau has for us. And you know what's crazy too about, if I'm not mistaken, what's crazy is that I think she went on an Airbnb with her Caucasian lover. Her Edomite lover, I should say. Cause I saw this article before, but I've been seeing a lot more. I've seen a lot more a lot more articles of racial tension and everything going on. But it doesn't mention it in this one. But I think that it said that she also had a book with her Caucasian lover. That's besides the point. Really, is besides the point, because even in this society, you like even the Bible, the Lord's a man could deal with any woman from any nation because the child's gonna come out as his seed. Only difference is that the women, whatever culture that they have been instilled with, they're going to instill that in your child, which is another reason why the Lord said not to marry out. But it doesn't mean that you can't. That's besides the point. But this is why you shouldn't. Cultural clashes, because whoever she was dealing with, may like her, love her, want to be with her, whatever that may be. He may look like Edomite, may not be, whatever. But Esau's clearly letting you know, you a monkey. You're a cotton picker. You're a kata, like they would say that. The Hamites would say to us, we are kata, right? Nonetheless, let me segue over to the next one. Now, this is, once again, from Atlanta Black Star. It says, you're lucky I don't beat you. Viral video shows white man, Edomite man, threatening black man, Judahite man, in park who just wanted to go for a run. Don't this kind of remind me of, what's his name? Aubrey, that was in Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. This is what I'm saying. For one, you got school students, Edomite school students saying we should just rid the whole world of Israelite people, so to say. No teachers, no council members, nobody said nothing, right? Airbnb, cotton balls and monkeys. Jake just want to go jog and live a healthy life. Why are you jogging through here? Why are you running through here? You understand what I'm saying? We're talking about Jake not even provoking anyone, but Esau's the one provoking. And he's the Lord's sword. So Jeremiah 30:7, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. It's going to be a crazy time here in America. Think about this, y'all. In ancient times, when you went to war, you had to do hand-to-hand combat, guerrilla warfare. If you had a projectile, what you going to throw? A spear, a dagger, or a bow and arrow? Now somebody can take your entire life, clip your entire life with one bullet from hundreds of yards out. There are more bullets in America than there are people. I mean, yeah, we know that, of course, but there are more bullets in America than there are people. And you probably have a neighbor on your street that probably have more guns than you have people living in all the houses combined on that street. You understand what I'm saying? Especially Esau, he's a man of the field. Go online. They teaching their daughter and their son how to shoot at the age 4 and 5. What Jake doing at the age 4 and 5? They're thinking about getting them some goddamn Jordans. All I'm saying is Jacob's trouble is going to be terrible, egregious. It is going to be diabolical for 2/3. Notice I said 2/3, because remember, Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Who is that? The elect shall be saved out of it. People, please put it into your mind. Please put it into your mind. We're talking about we're going to be like pilgrims in that day. Not everyone's going to be like the book of Eli, right? But those who have, they will be less of those than those who have nots. So it's going to be a dog-eat-dog world. It's going to be Mad Max out here. Okay? That's why Zephaniah 2, verse 1 through 3 is very essential. The Lord said, gather yourself. We're not desired. How are we gathering each other? Through the Spirit. Isaiah 34:16, the Spirit of the Lord gathered them. And we're building up the third temple, because we are those spiritual stones like the elders always bring up. And so that we won't rock the Lord's judgment. We seeking him so that we may be hid from that. Remember in Isaiah, the Lord said, come, enter into my chamber until the indignation pass over. What do y'all think that's talking about? That's salvation for the elect. But just remember, man, it's a lot of racial tension out here. Egyptian versus Egyptian. Remember, America spiritually Egypt. Yeah, it's coming down to the wire. But Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered. Once again, and at that time, thy people shall be delivered. Everyone that shall be found written in the book. As terrible as it's going to be, the Lord said he's going to send Michael the archangel. He's going to send Michael the archangel to protect us. Think about King David and Joab. That'll be like YAHAWASHI and Michael. And we hope our names be written in the book of life. Once again, yeah, Jacob's trouble is going to be very intense. We're going to see it. We're going to be a part of it. But may us not be a partaker of her sins and her judgments. That's the difference. So with that being said, pray you was edifying, fed, stay in the spirit, don't fear it, just endure it. Ask for forgiveness, pray without ceasing, stay humble, remain diligent. YAHAWAH, Shalom.